guys, welcome back to Irene Tarot Card. I'm Ren, a full-time artist living near Melbourne in a coastal town here in Australia. I hope you're having a great weekend and that you've had a great week. I've had a bit of a busy week this week, as you'll see. One of the things that I got up to was painting this little painting right here, which I call Stairway. And I basically was inspired by a snow picture that I came across, and I'd never painted snow before. So yeah, I was really inspired to try to paint something with snow for something different, and it's a small scale, so it'll just be added to the store collection that I have going, but you'll see the process of this painting throughout the video. Otherwise, this week I've had some catch-ups. I had my immune suppressant and B12 shots. I had a visit to Mum's place, just random things like that I didn't film. Things that I did film were a random mixed bag Saturday, pottering at home, going to a market, having lunch, and ending the day with cutting Jasmine's hair, which thankfully wasn't disastrous, as you'll see. She actually quite liked the outcome of that. And then on Sunday last week, Jay and I headed down the Great Ocean Road to Lorne to one of the waterfalls that we like to visit. However, they were all dried up, but it was still a lovely hike getting out there anyway, so that was really nice. And I also had to, well, more like wanted to, pick up a few more canvases with one canvas size in particular in mind. And I had to visit a few art shops, so I filmed a little bit of that as well, as you'll see. I also include a cream-based pasta dish later in the vlog, a really quick and easy one that you can just throw together in 20 minutes. And yeah, I really hope you don't mind seeing so much food-orientated footage in my vlogs, but what can a past fine dining chef tell you other than we need to eat anyway, so you may as well make the most of it and really enjoy what you're eating. Serving dinner. Lamb steaks, mushroom gravy, vegetables and wedges. We're not having Maxi tonight. Have you had dinner with Gary? Being a Hungarian also makes feeding people quite a pleasure. So I really like cooking for people, having dinner parties, things like that. It's another reason I include so much food-orientated stuff. But anyway, let's get into the video. So starting this piece was just a really simple underlayer as per usual, by laying in where the cliffs would go, where the stairs would go, and just a few little rock placement bits that I did basically. What are you doing? Come here. Come here, Bubba. Come on. Hello. Hello. What are you doing hiding behind my easel? Meow. Comfy there, boy? Comfy there. Yes. So on last Saturday, I started the day with uploading last week's video. And then Jason and I decided to head out to the market, and I thought I'd film a little bit. Ended up filming a little bit at home, just some home stuff like lunch and whatever. And then Jazz really wanted me to cut her hair because she had a couple uneven bits, and we're due for a hairdresser visit anyway. Normally we go to the hairdressers, but she wanted me to even out her hair and take some length off, and ended up really liking the results. So yeah.
For you?
No.
No?
I can't do anymore.
Yeah,
like,
yep.
Short-term memory, I get fatigue, I'm weak on this side.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different things that, yeah, you sort of learn as you go. You just can't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know.
And the ham should be just about ready. I'll just cook up some eggs and yeah, have lunch soon. Jazz trimmed a bit of her hair and it's all uneven. She's like, Mum, can you trim it for me? Like, we've been meaning to go to the hairdressers for a couple of weeks now. We need to go, and I'm like, okay.
Jazz!
What?
That's a lot of hair.
Oh.
Oh my God. You want like a full-on haircut. You don't want me to just even it out.
I asked you to cut it.
Okay, are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You're sure? This is a lot of hair to cut off. You want this much hair off?
You can do a little bit less if that makes you feel a bit better.
Oh, well, I don't... Oh. Holy moly. There ain't no changing your mind now.
I know. That's more than fine.
These scissors are not the best.
You're so dramatic about how much length of my hair you're cutting off.
Do you know how much hair is on the ground right now?
It's because I have thick hair. That's different. Don't have to worry about filming. Arms lighter.
Ta-da! All right, now to clean up. Take a seat.
Good thing. I sacrifice.
Don't you trust me? Not really with my hair, no.
My hair is fine, thank you.
The second layer on this piece was mainly the cliff detail. Yeah, laying in some detail in the distance. A little bit of the darks in the foreground went in, and that was about it for this layer. So last Sunday, Jay and I headed down to Lorne, down the Great Ocean Road. It was only 28 degrees, so perfect day for a hike, to visit a waterfall we hadn't visited in about 3 years. This waterfall is normally roaring in spring, and it was basically all dried up being at the end of summer, but it was still a lovely hike. It was really nice to get out there in amongst the trees and the birds and just that fresh air, that forest air. I did, however, almost step on a big snake, which was a little bit scary, especially considering we're not sure whether it was a brown snake, which is a highly venomous, highly deadly snake that we have in the region. But other than that, it was a wonderful day. It was really nice getting out there. Afterwards, we headed back to Lorne and got our favourite sukiyaki bento box for lunch at a Japanese place that we love down there. So yeah, it was a lovely outing. Yeah, this is a much quicker way to Phantom. Oh God, I love this place. The sound, the smell. The bamboo's gorgeous.
See the roots, look at the ears.
Yeah.
That's why they just go everywhere. Big rock getting here.
Yeah, turning around. Oh, there's a snake. There's a snake.
Hang on,
Across the
I've
path.
seen it.
Yeah, there's a big snake
Where did it go? Yeah.
in there. Hot conditions. Perfect time for them to want to come out.
Too, from what I've seen.
Yeah, it was pretty big. Yep. Lucky I stopped where I stopped and didn't keep going. It might have bit me.
Right on your video, you can hit that bit and then zoom into the snake.
Yeah.
Do that bloop, bloop, that noise, you know.
Yep.
Annoying.
I'm coming. Oh wow. Over the edge. Oh. 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 It's a far way down. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, they're melting in the mouth here, aren't they? The next layer on the painting was working on the distant fogginess, some of the distant snow, and I had to redeem myself from last week's bad rock piece. So I defined the rocks a little bit as well, added a few more darks in, and yeah, that was it for this layer. as I said earlier, I ended up visiting a few art shops this week. There was a canvas size in particular that I was after, so I had to visit 3 different places to get the particular canvas that I was after. But I love going to art shops. I love looking at all the paints. I love checking out all their brushes, even though I've got tons of them. But yeah, so I filmed a little bit of the process of that. Alright, 3 art shops down. Now to go home and try to Tetris everything. Then on the painting, it was time to work on the foreground finally. So defining the rocks a lot more, adding some darks and shading to the steps, and then finally adding in the foreground snow, which really makes it pop, I think. Jay said he thinks it looks 3D because of the snow. And yeah, I really like how it turned out, this one. So this week I thought I'd include a pretty simple pasta dish, a chicken carbonara style spiral pasta dish, but you can use any type of pasta you like basically. But yeah, it's just a really quick and easy dish that you can have on the table in 20-25 minutes tops, perfect for a weeknight meal. So for the carbonara style pasta, you want to get a big pot of pasta border on to start boiling while you prep your ingredients and whatever pasta you like. I'm just using spirals today. So we're going to need 1 large or 2 smaller onions. Obviously we'll need some chicken for chicken carbonara, a few mushrooms, a small pack of streaky bacon, and for the sauce we'll add a little bit of paprika, a little bit of gourmet stock, and a couple 300ml little containers of thickened cream. And this onion can go straight into the pan with a little bit of sunflower oil. Turn the onion and into the water goes our pasta. Into the onion will go with our bacon. Then saute it for a few minutes while we chop our mushrooms. And we dice our chicken. I like to do a small dice. You can see that the mushrooms are starting to brown. We can go in with our chicken. In it goes. And then we
just want to start browning that chicken and then we'll go in with the cream. A little bit of gourmet stock just to flavour it. A little hint of paprika, maybe a half a teaspoon to 3/4 of a teaspoon. And of course salt and pepper. Alright, pasta's ready to go. Now we'll go in with our cream. Give it a good stir, bring it up to the simmer. We'll let it cook down for 3-4 minutes. And then once it's thickened nicely, we're ready to serve. And that is ready to go. Turn this noisy fan off, turn it off. So on with our sauce. On with some shredded parmesan. And enjoy.
Jazz loves her cream-based pasta sauces, and it's really great reheated the next day. So if you do end up cooking the whole packet of pasta with a couple of breasts, you'll have a few serves left over. And yeah, it's great packed for work lunches and reheated the next day even. But anyway, on the painting, it was time to finish it up, and there wasn't really much else that it needed doing to it really. I just added a little bit more snow to a few areas that I wanted to touch up. I softened the snow here and there, and yeah, that was about it for this one. So in the next week or so, I'd like to work on a tondo piece, so a large scale round canvas that I've got in mind, and Easter's coming up. We don't do a lot for Easter. It used to be a really fun holiday when Jazz was young, and I could do scavenger hunts for toys and candy and chocolates and things. But yeah, now I just do sort of like a big Passover feast, and I do a big clean of the house the week before. It's kind of like a house reset, like a spring clean, except it's in autumn here in the Southern Hemisphere. But yeah, so that's what I'll be up to. I hope that you enjoy whatever it is that you do for Easter, that you enjoy the holiday. And thank you so much for joining me for this one, guys. Yeah, I hope you'll be back next time to join me for that big round piece that I hope to work on, and whatever else I get up to. And enjoy your week, enjoy your weekend, enjoy Easter, and hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.